All right, guys. So Mediaite is reporting this: NRA revenue plummets 130 million from 2018. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money that's gone. The NRA or the National Rifle Association's total revenue have plummeted 130 million since 2018, according to a financial report obtained by The Reload. The report, obtained from the group's annual conference by The Reload's Stephen Gutowski, revealed total revenue dropped 130 million from 2018 to a total of 283 million in 2021. So look, they're still loaded, dog. 283 million is a lot of money. That's down 47 million from 2020 and 100 million from 2017. As The Reload notes, 2018 and 2020 were election years, though that doesn't account for the big drop from 2017. A drop in membership dues should come as particularly alarming for the NRA, one expert told The Reload. It just seems like a continuation of the trend. Professor Brian Mittendorf, who teaches accounting at Ohio State University and has been following the NRA's finances for years, told The Reload, perhaps a slowing, but a slowing had to happen. I mean, the declines have been pretty substantial. Mittendorf said the drop in membership dues is particularly concerning for the organization's long-term prospects. He said the money raised by member dues, one of the organization's biggest funding mechanisms, is markedly different from previous years. Member dues fell more than 22 million in 2021, landing just north of 97 million. Dues were down over 30 million from 2017 and nearly 73 million from 2018. The NRA has been plagued by dysfunction and infighting for several years. The gun rights group now faces an investigation into financial misconduct by the New York Attorney General's office. The NRA held its annual conference in Houston, Texas last week, the same state where 2 days earlier we had that horrendous mass shooting in Uvalde. All right, so they referenced it there at the end, but I wanted to show you this again because this really says it all. This was in NPR from 2021. Misfire takes a hard look at nepotism, fraud, and corruption in the NRA. The National Rifle Association is in a bit of trouble. The New York State Attorney General sued to dissolve the organization that's at the center of the gun lobby. The NRA is a nonprofit accused of diverting money from its charitable mission. Our colleague Tim Mark has been investigating where some of the money went. We're talking about things like millions of dollars in private jets, lavish meals, fancy vacations to Europe and the Bahamas. There's six figures in luxurious suits for Wayne LaPierre, personally from Rodeo Drive. Oh, it is suits. It's actual suits. So, six figures on suits from Rodeo Drive? Jesus. So, this all came out years ago about how, I mean, it's his personal slush fund. Wayne LaPierre takes the money and does whatever the fuck he wants with it. And New York basically sued the NRA. I don't think they succeeded in shutting down the organization. But a lot of the financial fuckery that was going on is now out there in the open. And people know it. And that probably is one of the reasons why you've seen the massive reduction in money going to the NRA. So I don't agree that it's like on its last legs or whatever, but certainly their heyday is gone. Their heyday is over. And look, man, this is an organization, what people need to understand is, back in the day, they actually used to support gun control, certain policies, certain kinds of gun reform. But then they pivoted to the extremist position of like any and all gun reform, no matter how mild, it's unconstitutional and we're against it and we're going to fight it. And look, that's a position, keep it real, it's becoming less and less popular. I mean, I told you guys, I know somebody, older guy in his 80s, lifetime NRA member. And he said, look, I used to think people should be able to get whatever kind of guns they want, but now I don't think people should be able to get the kind of guns like the AR-15 that the guy used in the recent shooting. He said he now thinks there should be testing for anybody to own a gun. You know, you need to get tested. We need to make sure you're psychologically and mentally there. You're responsible with it. Maybe there should be training courses. This is stuff a lifelong NRA member said to me. And I don't think that's just anecdotal. I think that's indicative of a broader trend. And in fact, here, I'll pull up this for you. Now, this is from a few years back, too. New numbers might even be higher, depending on which poll you look at and how they phrase it. But this is from PBS NewsHour. Increased mental health funding, 89% support. Require background checks for private and gun show sales, 83% support. Creating a national red flag law, 72%. Require a license before gun purchase, 72%. Ban the sale of high-capacity magazines, 61%. Ban the sale of semi-automatic weapons, 57%. Create a mandatory assault weapons buyback program. That's the only one that's underwater, along with allowing school teachers to carry guns. So, Basically, what this means is basically every gun reform you could think of short of like gun confiscation, people support. And again, this was from a few years back. The numbers might even be stronger today. So, look, the NRA has seen its peak. I think they're still going to be around. I think there's still going to be a negative effect on, the body politic. But they don't have the sway that they used to, and that's definitely a good thing. If you want to see me and Crystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.